Okay, today we'll continue this lesson. 你住在哪儿? First, let's have a review of the vocab we learned yesterday. So this one, 住, can you come up with the meaning? 住 means to live. 在 is a preposition word. It means on, in, or at. 哪儿 is a new question word we learned for this lesson. It's where, right? Where. And 街, 街 is street, right? Street, 街. How to say 大华 street? That will be 大华街. You just simply put the name of the street before 街, but 街 or 路 is a necessary element for the this component, like 大华 street name plus street, or if it is 大华 road, that will be 大华路. So 街 or 路 is necessary for this component. The next one is how. How, it has two meanings. So one is number, one is date. And next one, low, it also has two meanings. One is like, how to say, the second floor, it would be 二楼, and also it means building. And the next one is 公园. 公园, if you see 公, do you think this is like two slides? So 公园 is park. Okay, and next one is 校长. So do you still remember what's the meaning of 长? It means leader, right? So 校means school, so the leader of the school. So it will be a principal. Okay, now let's look at this character 住. 住, it means to live. So how to say? Now let's look at this one. 在 means on, in, at. So to live at or live on some street or live on some floor in a building. So to live at, live on, or to live in, we just put those two together. So it will be 住在, 住在. So if I say I live in USA, it will be 我住在美国, 我住在美国. Or if I say I live in Cincinnati, that will be 我住在 Cincinnati, or 辛辛那提, that's Chinese for Cincinnati. So 我住在辛辛那提. So 住在 together means to live in, or to live on, or to live at. And this one, 街, 街 means street. So like 大华街, it will be 大华 street. So how to say I live at 大华 street, or live at 大华 street? That would be 住在大华街. If I put a person, which is like I or me, I live at 大华 street, that would be 我住在大华街. Or she lives at 大华 street, that would be 她住在大华街. So remember, there is no conjugation in Chinese, so don't worry about like she lives or she lived, she will live. So just don't worry about it. Just put 住 for all of the situations. Okay? Or like he lives at 大华 street, 他住在大华街. Or like a teacher Wang lives at 大华 street. That will be 王老师 lives, like 住在大华街. Still the same thing. Okay? And this one is a 路 road. And this one is 公园 park. So let's make a name of a road. So let's do park road. That will be 公园路. 公园路. So remember, for this thing, you should have the name, and you also have a road. Okay, we say like a rapid rain road. So you have road there, or like something street, and then you have street there. So you have a 路 or 街 after the name. Okay, so how to say live at Park Road? That would be 住在公园路. 住在公园路. If I want to say you live on a Park Road, that would be 你住在公园路. Okay, let's move on to this one. How? It has two meanings, right? It means number or date. Now we're going to talk about the meaning. This meaning number. Okay, so how to use this? So one we do the number of the street. Okay, so you have this format: number plus how. It's just like when you do the street name, you have name plus street or name plus 街. So when you do number, you have definitely number, and also don't forget this element, which is how. So when you do like a 26 26 Dahua Street. So for 26, it's not like in English, you just say number. In Chinese, you say number, which is 26 26 plus how this is necessary. Okay, now let's just look at some. Before we move on to how to do numbers, let's have a quick review of the numbers because they are necessary for you to do street. So 1 through 10 actually is 0 through 10. So let's start from 0. So 0, we didn't talk about this before, so please make a note of this. So for 0, the pinyin of it is 零, so it pronounced as 零. Look at here, 零. It has two versions. One is this kind of a fancy and complicated one. It's like it has two parts: the top part and the bottom part. You are not required to remember how to write this one, but if you see it, you should be able to know, oh, this means 0, okay? And or you can just write this version. It's round. It's very round circle. It's not like the 0 we write in English. It's kind of round. Okay, so it's called the 零 in Chinese. It means 0. Okay, now let's look at how to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be 1, 2, 3. Pretty easy for these three. Just draw 1 or 2 or 3 lines. And 4, you draw a box and put these two things in it, and then bottom is 4, and then 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. And then 10, 10. If you forget, you can just look for the notes you did before, or you just copy this down on your notes so you won't remember. And we will also do this for practice and also for tests. So you should know all of the numbers in here. Okay, and then now let's do this one. So when we want to do the number of the street, let's look at this one. Number 9. So number 9, what's the format? Remember, is number plus how. Number goes first. It's not like English. It's not like English that we say number 9. So in Chinese, it literally should be 9 number like this. So 9号. And this one is 45号, right? 45号. Do you still remember how to do the number from 11 to 99? So 95 is like a 4 times 10 plus 5, right? So don't forget there is a 10 between 4 and 5. So 45号. Now here comes a complicated one. So it has 3 numbers in it. So for this kind of number, you just say the individual ones. So 33, still remember how to do 0? Draw a round circle. So 330号, just do each number individually. So 330号. But for the number which has two numbers in it, you should do this format: 45 or like 67, 38. But if for the one which has 3 numbers, or like more than 2, like 4, like this one, you should do 4537号. Just do them individually, and don't forget how at the end. Okay. And next one's low. So if in China, most of the people live in building because it is a lot of space. So a building can hold a lot of people. So when we do the address in China, you do this component, like which floor of a building, right? So let's just do building. So number plus low is just the same format like we do street number. So number plus low. So here is like if you do like fifth floor, that will be 5 plus low. Low means floor. So it's like a fifth floor. 5 5 low, the fifth floor. Now let's have a practice. So first floor that will be 1楼, pretty easy. So second floor it will be 2楼, and the third floor 3楼, and the 10th floor it will be 10楼. Okay, so like if you live in a really tall building which has like 50 floors, so the 38th floor it will be 38楼. Okay, so 21st floor that will be 21楼. Just do it like this. Okay, now let's put them together. So if when we do a complete address, which contains like a street number, street name, floor, or even like city, country, states, just remember this rule. You do it from a biggest unit to smallest unit. For example, so when we have all of these elements like a country, state, city, something like a floor. So you do start from biggest, which is the country, right? And then state, right? And then city, and then when we do street, so you should do street name first, right? Because street is a very long street. It has a lot of houses there. So, and then we do the number of the house, right? And then the floor. Okay, just remember this rule. This is very important. So country, state, city, street, or road number, and floor. Now let's do some examples here. So 大华 Street, you know this from the vocab. So 大华街. Now let's do a complicated one, which is 10 大华 Street. So you do biggest first and then smallest. So biggest is the street, right? So 大华街, and how to do 10. So remember, we just do this component 10号, right? Number plus 号. So when you do street, you have you have the name plus street or road. And when we then move to the smaller one, which is the number, so number plus 号. Now let's do a longer one. Now you have floor here. So also still start from the biggest unit, right? Largest unit, which is the street, right? So 大华 Street, and 35. So 35号, and then you live in a building in here. So 3楼, which is the third floor. Okay. Okay, now let's do road this time. So Park Road, 公园路. Now let's do 15 Park Road. Will be so from our biggest unit, that will be 公园路 goes first, right? And then let's do 15. So 公园路15号. Don't forget 号 at the end. And then now let's do floor, a longer one. So still start from 公园 Park Road, right? So 公园路. Can you just say it with me? And then 38 will be 38号, right? And then you live on which floor? Second floor. And then 2楼. Let's put them together. 公园路38号2楼. Okay, now let's do a different one. So this one, so also Park Road, so it will be 公园路. And then we do number, which is when we do 4 numbers, we just say them individually, right? So 公园路3511. Don't forget how. And then 12, that will be 12 floor 楼. Now let's look at this one. 公园路3511号12楼, right? And now let's do another one. Now we have China. Okay, so how to say China is 中国, right? And then we say city. It's 大连. That's my hometown, 大连. And then we just do the rest of it according to the rule we just learned. So let's put them together. So 中国, so 大连 city. So in Chinese it's 大连市. And then Park Road, 公园路3511号12楼. So here are the examples.